Let's go with it, man. Wow. What is the fucking problem? Alright, I'm backing out. What is the major malfunction? Ooh, what do we got? The Bears.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome
the
just
Bears.
serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Off-play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But it appears that they read man.
It's awfully quick. What are you, coach suggestion guy?
He's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Play action. It's Fields. And this one too low. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket.
Uh-oh.
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields.
Oh, come on, DeMario.
He says this will be incomplete.
Be an athlete, bro.
Before he wanted to, he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team.
That boy Chance.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
We like that shit.
Tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
They'll start with the option. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Kamara running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
4th down. Hill remains on the field as they'll go for it. They snap it on 4th to Hill. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 24, Fields swings this out here for Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Nice throw.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Hill on the check down. He finds Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time it was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hill. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
Hmm.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
At the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Hill now to throw.
This dude really picked it.
Snags it for the pick. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week. Every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an
Oh, wow,
right
fam.
there.
Yeah.
Down, like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
You get a greedy. Oh, what a loser. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I want the ball, fuck this. The Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Green Bay.
On first down, Rodgers looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark it
I didn't do that.
at the 1-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together.
I hear you, bro.
He's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided
I really do.
People might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Hill with a give to Kamara on the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Kamara trying again. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Hill. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Rodgers now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second and 20. Now Rodgers, a free play.
Free play.
Holding to his right. And this one drops in complete.
Fucking asshole offsides. That shit is gay.
We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Flag comes in. This might
Yo, what the fuck?
eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage.
To let you know, that's what's waiting for you if you don't get any more penalties.
Take over possession here up at the 44. And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. On play action. Now Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Dude. Really?
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard.
Dude, why is that fucking happening?
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously,
What?
more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well.
Why?
It works for them.
Oh. Really?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon.
Wouldn't you rather win because you're good?
Yards on the completion there, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about
Wouldn't you rather win because you're better than me?
Downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. And again, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
The stop by Marcus Davenport. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 30-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. David Onyemata drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. running with Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He'll throw complete there to Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark able to get him for a loss of about 3. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Just beating the play clock is Hill. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they are going for it. Here's Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, the touchdown a minute ago on offense got him back into it.
What a great call.
Defense turns right around and forces the turnover.
And you and I both know if you're going to come from as far down as they have to, It's going to take both sides of the ball, maybe even the special teams, to get involved. And so far, they've done exactly that. Offense scores, defense does its job. They're making their move.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's got Lewis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
You guys are fucking cute.
It's a gain of 10. And the Packers
On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
Fucking running around. Fuck.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Dude. Yeah, if you do that bullshit, then you're just a cunt. I'm not even moving.
Second and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a
That's fucking weak, bro.
2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's to the 10 and all the way down to the 5.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. A 5-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Hill. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Desperation time on fourth for Hill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands
Little
of Cobb.
bitch.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Still can't believe you were running that shit, making me go off sides like a little bitch.
With that offensive line, I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
You see who my quarterback is, guy?
Get rid of it.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion.
Hell no.
He has been locked in, laser focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Double dog, that's the way. Hey, Smash. 51 to Mike, 51 to Mike. Alert. 18 back.
On first down, Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Looking deep for Adams. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10.
Run the boot over.
Question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this game?
Run the boot over. This game's over.
We'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans.
I want to see if that happens.
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, call timeout. Keep running it.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
No, I know that. I just want to see if I can prevent it from happening.
Rolling to his right. It's caught here by Adams.
Keep doing it.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage.
Yeah, try to make me go off sides.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rodgers throwing here. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Adams.
Yeah, that's fine.
Out of bounds, but he takes
Go
this
ahead.
one down just shy of the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a